everyone, Intuitive Edge here. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me. So I want to take a look at this story. I noticed this came out in the news last week or so that someone had sent a package or envelope to the White House that was intercepted and found to be laced with ricin. Now that is a deadly toxic poison, and it was addressed, the package was addressed to President Trump. Now, who would do such a thing in this day and age? Well, we know that President Trump does have a lot of enemies. There's some crazy people that I suppose would be willing to do something like that. But I decided to take a look at the cards and see what I could find out in terms of who would do this, who did do this. And so I spent some time in meditation over it just to kind of clear my mind and tune into this story. And so I'll tell you what I found out. The first question is, who did this? And what I did was I laid out 3 cards on each of these questions. Who did this? Will they be found out? And will they be prosecuted? Okay. So when I tuned into this, I was taken in my mind when I closed my eyes and I tuned into it over to, I believe, someplace in New York, upstate New York, and I got some type of a connection with Montreal. So a Canada-New York connection somehow. What I saw was a playground, so just images coming in my mind, and what I thought was perhaps that whoever this person or persons are live near a playground, or they're close by a playground of some kind. Okay. I did sense they live in an apartment. Okay, so let me back up. I got this card here, the 4 of Fire. A little bit of a glare at the window. Oh, there we go. Okay, so what I sensed with this, with the imagery coming in, is obtaining something of value, the ricin, obtaining that poison. This card is about looking for an opportunity, looking for an opportunity to jump in on something. And then I got the upside down Queen of Swords. Now, Queen of Swords, when she's upside down, that is kind of a nasty, devious side of that queen, okay? Now, queens don't always refer to females. They can, just as kings don't always refer to males, but that's kind of a general rule in some regard. When I flipped this queen over, that's what I sensed is a woman involved, but I also sensed a man too. So what I think is that it is a couple, either a married couple or partners in crime, but a man and a female. And I get the devious feeling with that Queen of Swords on the female. She might be the instigator more than the man. I think the man is the accomplice, but she's the instigator. That's what I sense with this. I also got the word green as I'm tuning into like the map, and I don't know New York very well. I just know it was kind of it was more upstate, and more east, and it was like near a park or a playground, and I sensed that an apartment building perhaps, and that I sensed something with the word green, and I don't know if there's a green park or what green was. So I pulled out a map and looked at the area since I don't know it very well. And there is something near Albany, a place called Greenbush. And I don't know if that is it or not, but that was like, I pulled out the map because I'm like, what is this word green? Is that just meaning a green park, or is there something with the name green, like a green area? I kind of sensed it was a name. The only thing I could see was Greenbush, which is kind of in the area I was seeing in my mind's eye that was kind of south, like a direct line to Montreal, which would be, from the map, that's kind of what it looked like. The next question, will they be found out? I got this card. I got the upside down 2 of C. Now upright, you see these two cats partnering together. It's upside down. What I sensed with it is something about the supplier. So I think there may be some clues where they got the ricin. I don't know if the feds can trace the actual substance back to its manufacturer or its supplier, but that's going to kind of be the connection. The supplier of whatever this substance, this ricin, that's going to be what can tie the people to the crime. Okay. The other card on this question, will they be found out? We have the Judgment card. Kind of your awakening, your wake-up call. And I had a Messenger card on it. This is the kitten, the sky kitten. So Messenger. So a messenger about the Judgment. I do think that they will be found out. The third question, will they be prosecuted? Now I've got this card upside down. This is a messenger about playing with fire. If you see the imagery there, the cat's playing with fire and he doesn't realize his tail's on fire. So you play with fire, you're liable to get burned. It's a caution when it's reversed like that. The other card on will they be prosecuted, we have the Tower card. This is calamity, things falling apart. So I think with the Judgment card and the Tower card sitting right next to each other, on different questions, but similar questions, will they be found out, will they be prosecuted? I do think there's some strong energy on that. I think that the investigation, whoever that supplier is, once they kind of isolate that, I think it's going to help build the case and they can maybe backtrack from there. Not telling them how to do their jobs, by the way. I'm just like, this is just what's coming to me. This is how it's going to be able to help. Okay. And then will they be prosecuted? Now, interesting, I had a reversed ace on the tail end of this. Now, when I saw this upside down, I'm like, okay, there's some really strong cards with this caution card and the Tower, and then this reversed ace. It's like, okay, maybe there's a way that this might not be prosecuted, maybe found out but not prosecuted. There's lots of different scenarios where that could play out. But I do think they'll be found out. So anyway, so I wasn't exactly clear with that last card. The Tower and the other card have me pretty convinced that whoever these people or persons are that did this will be found out and brought to justice at some level. But just to kind of clarify that, I just pulled 3 more cards. I used a different deck, with the question being, are these people going to be prosecuted? I have the World upside down, which is an unsuccessful attempt, which thankfully that was. Then we have an upside down Knight. And then we have the third card being the Wheel, which is the card of karma. So yes, I do think that it's pretty clear with the Tower card and with that karma card that there will be some type of justice brought. I do think those people will be found out. For what it's worth, I wanted to get that information out, just what I happened to see, and that's really what I got. So hopefully, and underneath we had the Emperor, and to me, I see the Emperor, I always see President Trump. So he's okay. I'm glad that I honestly, I think he's just so divinely protected right now. That there's nothing that's going to stop him at this point, as much as people may try. Okay, all right, that's all I have for this. thank you for listening, and we'll keep an eye on this story. Maybe we'll see things develop. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be quiet. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.